In over 700 videos of filming RVs here on YouTube, I don't think I have ever seen something that is more highly anticipated than this Brinkley toy hauler here. You gotta see the inside. Let's go take a look. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. For y'all that are new here, my name is Miles with Firmly Unbound, and if you are a returning viewer, I am here at the Tampa RV show, and yes, I drove all the way from Dallas, Texas to Tampa, Florida. It was nearly a 12-hour long drive just to film this RV here for you. So if you appreciate my efforts, I would really appreciate it if you'd hit the like button on this video. Make sure to share it to somebody that you think would love this RV here, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. So this here is the brand new 2024 Brinkley Model G 3950 toy hauler, and y'all have been going absolutely crazy asking me to show this thing. I actually saw it a couple months ago, but I was not allowed to film it then. But we're here now and we get to take a look at it, so I'm really excited. Now, at these RV shows, there's so many things I want to show you, so many things that I want to film, so I'm going to go a little bit quicker than I normally would in a video. On a Brinkley like this, there is so much depth and detail to how they build these things. I could easily spend an hour on this RV. I could probably spend an hour just on the outside alone, but I'm not going to do that here. So we're going to go through a little bit quicker. If you have questions, comments, if I missed something, let me know down below in the comments. If I misspeak on something, let me know down below in the comments, because my brain is running a million miles a minute and it's very possible I might just accidentally misspeak on something. Right here is going to be your floor plan layout for this fifth wheel. And actually, you know what? Let's go right here and grab this. Floor plan layout and specs. So you can see the floor plan layout here. You have a 14-foot garage, although it's not a true 14-foot garage because you're going to see how the half bath in there kind of eats into that space a little bit. Unloaded, it is 18,700 pounds, and gross vehicle weight rating is 22,500 pounds. So you're definitely going to need a modern 1-ton dually for something like this. But you can see the rest of the specs here. 101-inch wide body construction, and the MSRP on this is $206,158, and then this also has up to $18,000 of build options that you can get on it as well. Here you can see the different arrangements for the seating for your table, so we'll see that when we go inside. But starting up front, you have this really beautiful looking molded fiberglass front cap. They do this diffuser over the LED lighting that gives it a really nice glowing effect. That is something that Brinkley was the first one to do that some other brands are now copying, because it just looks so dang good. You have a really nice looking graphic up front here and a really aggressive look up front as well. Plus you have some black on black graphics with the 3950 right here and the Brinkley logo. A Gen Y pin box here. This is basically going to act like its own little independent suspension here, as this will be able to kind of pivot up and down as it's secured into your fifth wheel hitch while you're going up and down the road. So that is standard. Love to see that. Storage space down through here. Both of these walls will flip up, so that can open up your storage space into here. You can see there's latches there. These can flip up, open up that whole area here. Multiple amplifiers for your speaker system on here. I believe there's about 16 speakers on a Brinkley toy hauler, which will include, gosh, I want to say 3 subwoofers. It's pretty interesting too, because they kind of hide the speakers down underneath the bottom of the fifth wheel there. Coming back to this side, get down to some of this equipment down underneath here. First of all, you have battery disconnect switches here, solar disconnect switch, camera switch, and your storage light switch here as well. And then these are all slam latch baggage doors on there, so you don't have to worry about any metal clips or anything like that. It's just going to slam shut for you, making your life easier. Down underneath here, you have a 5,500 watt generator there, and this, I believe, is going to be a LP and gasoline generator, so you have both options there. Underneath here, you have 2 lithium batteries and a 3,000 watt inverter. So, and then your 50 amp solar charge controller here as well. So, I mean, just look at how clean and concise it is underneath here. Just not things you see standard on fifth wheel RVs. And then you have your hydraulic fluid as well. Solid slam latch doors, so that will just slam shut there for you. And then this is now coming with the Dexter tow assist. So this here is going to have an anti-lock braking system. It's going to have a sway control, and it's also going to have a trackable odometer for the towing on this fifth wheel as well. Another little detail on Brinkley, no silicone seams anywhere here on the outside, so that just is going to make this thing look prettier for a longer period of time, not having any silicone seams on the outside there. You have your square frameless windows that look beautiful. They are paint matched to the rest of the fifth wheel. So what I mean by that is, if you come over to this side here, you can see, like on this Holiday Rambler that is parked next to, how it's a black window on a white wall. Brinkley doesn't do that. They pay attention to the details on a whole nother level with Brinkley. So if your window is on a white wall, you also have a white window. Those little details just go absolutely crazy. But you've probably seen the outside of a Brinkley already. Like, you probably already know if you've watched my videos or you just watch a good number of RV videos. Like, you know, there's a pull-out storage tray here, power cord reel, tankless on-demand water heater, electric valve switches for your black and gray tanks, and then another slide-out tray underneath here, propane bottles, little nice details like a power glide system here on your slide outs instead of like a Schwintek slide mechanism. So this has more give on it. So if this thing is bouncing while you're going up and down the road, it's going to be less susceptible to these gears coming out of alignment. And this is something you see on like big expensive Class A motorhomes. You can see this Class A motorhome is utilizing the same slide mechanism there, as well as this one here as well. So a more durable slide system. Side cameras already installed, backup camera already installed. And then as we come along to this side, you have another pull-out storage tray here. This is where we'll actually take a look at this one so you can see what it looks like. MORryde pull-out storage tray. So that's 3 pull-out storage trays in total. All of your slide out and awning controls are right here as well. This is a big deal because this makes it so easy for, say it starts getting windy at your campsite, you can't find your phone, you don't want to run into the RV real quick, your awning's about to get ripped off, you can just run right here and really quickly move your slides and awnings in and out. You can also do your slides from right here and see it right there as you're doing the function with that. Plus down through here, you have an outdoor shower with hot and cold water on your campsite. All your amplifiers, again, for your speaker system, the LED lights in here make it look great. And then down through here, you have a 3-stage water filtration system and all access to your heating and water lines. You can see your heat ducting here actually has a layer over it that's almost like duct tape, essentially. Super strong and rigid. And then you can see on your water fixtures, all of the connections between 2 different pipes there are using brass fittings. That is not standard in the RV industry. Every other brand out there essentially is going to use a plastic fitting, whereas you're getting a brass fitting from Brinkley. Little mini fridge down underneath here. You have 3 awnings outside on your sidewall here. So awning here, 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 LED light bars underneath all of the awnings. And then you're gonna have another awning over the patio on the back. You have a Brinkley custom wheel down underneath here. So nice black custom wheel with a Cooper Workhorse tire, I believe, or it just says a Cooper Work Series tire. But really nice H-rated tire, MORryde CRE 3000 suspension system. And then you're going to have LED lights underneath this area as well, fully enclosed underbelly. All your water tanks and water lines sit above the enclosed underbelly. And you have 12-volt heat pads on all of your water tanks. 6-point electric, or not 6-point electric, 6-point hydraulic auto leveling system, and patio off the back, because of course this is a toy hauler. So you have to have your patio here to hang out. Now, you can drop this down to make it into a ramp to load toys up into this space. This whole gate setting around here just collapses into the door there, essentially. That yellow pull strap means that you can open this patio from inside of the RV without ever having to step foot outside. And there are outdoor speakers out here as well, so that you can have a nice party atmosphere outside here with your patio. Now, there are a heck of a lot more things on the outside. Like, there should be 800 watts of solar up on the roof there as well. So many other things. I think it's important to talk about as well. They talk about having essentially a maintenance-free roof where they are using a self-leveling sealant up there on all your seals that does not crack when exposed to UV rays over a period of time. Now, this is to be tested over a period of time. I'm really curious to see how this plays out, but they say that you really don't have to replace that sealant over years and years of use on your fifth wheel RV. So we'll see if that turns out to be true. But let's go ahead and take a step inside. We'll come back outside before we end the video to touch up on the last little minor details. And let's go inside and take a look at the brand new Brinkley 3950, or the Brinkley Model G 3950. Oh, and we already are making a mess out here. We're gonna just go ahead and put this here for a second. We'll put that back in a minute. One thing I want to show you on the steps real quick. You get wood chips, dust, debris, whatever leaves on here. These just flip up like so. So that will all fall off before you load these steps up into this fifth wheel. The only thing that's a little weird is there's no strut assist on here, which I guess kind of makes sense because a strut assist would take up bulky space here in this hallway that's already a little limited. So I think that was a calculated decision, but this is not going to be weight assisted for you as you go in and out of here. You do have the MORryde safety rail here that'll extend all the way down. So you'll have that. And then you're going to have a screen defender here, screenshot. So this protects your screen door, and then the screenshot allows that to just close on its own right behind you. And you have the privacy shade that goes from the bottom up in this window here, so you don't have to purchase that additional piece of equipment. Also has this RV lock that is going to come with standard, so you have a keypad here instead of a traditional lock. Okay, let's go inside, finally, get in here and take a look at the brand new Brinkley Model G 3950, y'all. And because this is a brand new floor plan, I'm just gonna give y'all a look around and y'all let me know your thoughts, what you think about this floor plan layout. And then I'm gonna get into it as soon as I've given you a chance to look around real quick. Hopefully you have seen some of my other Brinkley videos, so if I don't go as great into a depth of detail with like build and construction and things like that, definitely encourage you to find my other Brinkley videos, as those will all be true and consistent to what's in here, and I just might not have the time to touch on every little detail like I have in some other Brinkley videos in the past, but every Brinkley toy hauler is going to have the same build characteristics. So let me know down below in the comments what you think, what your ideas are. Right away, this TV definitely stands out. This TV is a 65-inch screen Philips TV there, so really impressive. They're actually going to show you in this video the different couch arrangements here. I'm going to try to talk loud enough to talk over his voice so that we don't have the clash of voices there. But this couch is gonna shift into different formations here, where these cushions here can be removed out, and then your dining table is also gonna have different formations as well. So multiple different seating arrangements that you'll be able to put together. So you can see here you have position 1 that they're showing on here. That's what this position is currently in. Then you can take out one of these middle cushions here. That will condense this to about the length of the island. And then position 3 is going to make this essentially into a bed. And then position 4 is going to be when you're in travel mode to close up your slides. So you can condense this sofa down to match the length of, or the side of this island here. If this just sticks out too far for you, you can also make this into a bed. And there are electrical switches down here for the controls on this sofa there. So pretty unique design. There has never been a fifth wheel RV, and especially a fifth wheel toy hauler that I've ever seen, that has a U-shaped seating arrangement. So this can easily sit, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 grown adults probably, and you add kids into the mix, you could probably sit 8 or 9 people here if some of them are smaller children. So love this setup. I'm curious what you think about it. They specifically did not do an armrest here, so you can kind of lay out in this space there. So I love that too. Gives you 2 corners that you can easily just sit back and lay back into. Again, massive TV. You have hidden storage in some areas here, so it's hidden really nicely, where this opens up and you got that storage there. And then this opens up here, and it actually goes all the way down there. So you got your breakers and fuses, magnet latches that hold those shut, and that will all open up like so. And then you have a fireplace here. Even the fireplace, they put a Brinkley logo on it, so it just looks really nice. Looks on brand with Brinkley, them just taking the extra steps to really give you a more personalized feel. All this additional storage up over your sofa. Soft close cabinets, all of your lights sit flush to the ceiling, so they look really nice, and those are LED puck lights. All of your windows that open are going to have a bug screen and a privacy shade. The privacy shade will have a reflective material on the other side, and they do have a magnet there where they can just connect together if you would like, or you can separate them. So every window that opens will have both of those. The ones that do not open are just going to have the privacy shade. Now, what makes this toy hauler feel so big, and what makes them able to accomplish this floor plan, is look at how big this slide out box is. So the slide out box starts right here and goes all the way across to right here. Huge slide out box there. Also worth noting that your wood fascias across the top here, there's no big bulky block in the middle there. That's because they're using one solid piece of wood all the way across to give it a more clean finish there. And then if you're like really nitpicky when it comes to aesthetics and things like that, you may have looked at other RVs that you'll be able to see like staples and putty and stuff like that in these areas where they've secured that down. You don't get that with Brinkley. Now, Brinkley is at a much higher price point than a lot of RVs you may see that have those build characteristics, but that is part of the Brinkley difference. So get back to the kind of floor plan layout. You have this massive slide out here, and on the opposite wall, they did the same thing where you have a massive slide out here that starts right here and goes all the way to there. So this is opposing slide outs, but two huge opposing slide outs. Definitely makes this fifth wheel heavy, but it makes it possible to get this absolutely incredible, huge living space in here. Now this is your other multi-function area. So right now you have this as kind of like an L-shaped desk setup. This also can collapse down, so I can pull this out here. There's a couple different things here. There is another leaf in there, so you can actually extend this all the way out to the island if you want to have a huge table here. Or this can also flip up like so, and then it can slide back, and then it can be more condensed like that. And then this actually can slide across to the middle, so you can have a seat on this side, seat on this side, and then you have a little desk here in the middle as well. So multiple different ways that you can arrange this area, whether you want it to be a desk, you want it to be a dining table, whatever you want. There will be more chairs that I believe it will come with as well, so you can sit 4 people at this area. You also have the bar stools here in the island area as well, with LED lights underneath there. I should say, I have not confirmed that there are 2 other chairs here, so don't hold me to that, but I would imagine there probably are. Nice big windows on this side as well. You also have wood framed windows, so you have that wood framing around the window as well, more of a luxury feature. Now, excuse me, nice lighting in this area. Of course, they have the iconic light fixture here over the island. Looks really good, LED light over that wood fixture there as well. 3 ACs in this toy hauler. All 3 ACs have a heat pump in them as well, so if it's a little chilly outside, you don't even have to worry about turning on your furnace and using propane for heat. You can have 3 ACs with heat pumps in them to give you a nice electric heat source. You have your ACs ducted through the ceiling. You have a max air vent fan in here, and then you have really large speakers here in the living room as well in this area. Coming back to the kitchen space, again, just the island looks beautiful. There are no floor vents in this fifth wheel RV, so all your heating is ran through cabinetry. Come down underneath here, you can see that heat vent down through there. And one thing that's really important to talk about with the construction, first of all, you have solid surface countertops, but you also have solid hardwood construction on your drawers that all have dovetail construction there. No staples and no pressed wood, so really great quality. Soft close cabinets. Of course, you have these flip down storage areas where you can store some knives. These just pop up like so. And then you have same thing here where you can store all your utensils. Pops up like so. Really beautiful charcoal stainless steel sink with a gold faucet. Looks great. This backsplash is actually the same solid surface material as your countertop, so it's not just a faux stick-on backsplash. This is a real solid material there. USB and USB Type-C connection underneath here with your light switch, and this is your temperature monitoring control, I believe, right there for your AC, for your thermostat. See those lights up there look really nice. Storage here in the kitchen space. All your shelving is adjustable, so you can make it what you want. You have a Wi-Fi router up here as well that is already installed. And then storage space here above your sink. Also little details like giving you a window here next to your sink, so you can let a breeze in right here if you want to, or just have some natural light coming in that area. Lots of natural light on your kitchen side of this fifth wheel, so you have that. Other thoughtful details, you have this spot here that you can put different spices and things like that. And then I almost glanced over one of my favorite things. They have a double pantry system. See how this little foot latch here, this will open up. Adjustable shelving on this huge pantry, but this is just one of 2 pantries. So close this up and then look at this. And this is so well thought out. Y'all are gonna love this. Adjustable shelving, and there is an outlet in there because if you want to take out some of these shelves and hang a cordless vacuum, you can hang a cordless vacuum in this pantry. So they actually gave you a designated spot for your cordless vacuum, and you still have a ton of pantry storage there as well. Love that. That's so well thought out. Big storage space up here. Again, everything soft close cabinets and drawers. A GE residential refrigerator that matches the color and aesthetic of the rest of the fifth wheel. And then all of your appliances are actually GE. This does also have an ice maker in it. So you have a GE refrigerator, you have a GE stove. So they went from a Furrion to a GE stove and oven. This is going to take you from a 3-burner to a 4-burner stove now. So you have that nice 4-burner stove that looks really clean, still all black in here except for just the little touches of white there in the knobs. and then you have a big, nearly residential size oven with that space. Residential size microwave that also is a convection oven or air fryer. It looks like they have this, I don't know if this is actually the price. It looks like they have it listed at $164 with $41,000 off the $206 MSRP. I can't promise you'll get that price at any given time anywhere across the country, but that's just what I'm seeing here, and even that is subject to change. You have storage up above there. Again, max air vent fan up above this space. I don't know if I pointed that out yet. And I'm showing you all the storage just in case you're a prospective buyer on this RV. I know y'all like to see what your storage space is actually going to look like and how much storage space you have to work with. Nice big drawer there that pulls out. Love the soft close drawers. There it is. I knew there was going to be a spot too for baking sheets and stuff like that. So you have that designated spot there where you can put cookie sheets and different baking sheets for that. Then in your island, lots of storage in this area too. Some really cool things, like you have 2 trash cans. And then this right here is your cutting board that has a hole in it, so you can cut things right here, scoop them into that hole. It will drop right into the trash can. And then above that, you have another utensil drawer here as well. All solid birch wood, and these can all be removed if you would like. More drawers that pull out here. Again, all solid wood construction, soft close on those. And your paper towel spot here with your paper towel roll that will come out. So love that. Lots of great quality in here. Lots of really neat features. And I can't recall if I showed all this storage, because I think some of the storage under here is pretty big. Yeah, that's a huge storage space there. And storage under here. Look at how clean it is underneath here. I mean, they basically make it so there's no plumbing. I mean, there is, but I mean, it's so clean underneath there. It is unreal. And then this is going to be a flip down spot with a spot for sponges and things like that. No plastic. They actually give you a metal piece in there. So just great quality all the way around. Now, as we go back to the garage, also real quick, outlet here too. Notice that outlet up underneath that cabinet right there. Outlet in the island here. Quick outlet check. Okay, going back to the garage. One thing I love, hear that beeping out there? You probably can't hear it on the camera. Close that door and that beeping is literally, I can't hear it at all. It's gone. Because this basically is acting like a sound barrier with the glass here and then these thick gaskets here around the door. That is going to really block out a lot of sound in this area. So if you are using this as a sleeping area, it's going to give the people in this area and the people in your living room area a little bit more sound separation with how they designed that there. Again, 14-foot garage. It has this tie-down system here that runs the entire length of the fifth wheel, so you'll have different rings with the track system, so you can really personalize this to be what you want it to be. You're going to have bunk beds that come down here. These are also sofas. Now, I know a lot of y'all have been asking to see how these function and operate. Being at an RV show, I'm so limited on time, but let me just, okay, they will come down. Now, the bed's gonna stay up there. If you want the bed to come down with these, there's a pin that you have to pull that allows it to come down with the other sofas. I don't want to get this out of, you know, the way they have it set up for the show, because they have these things really set up in a particular way for how they want them to be shown here. But this other bed, when you pull out the proper pins, will keep coming down with this bed, and it'll stop right about here, and then this one will keep going down. These here are 2 sofas that also come together and make into a bed, and to make them into a sofa, they just flip up like so. Very easy. These again will drop all the way down essentially to the floor, and then they'll have a little bar right there for more support in the middle once it gets down to that level. Flip down cup holders, and then that is your bunk system here. Let me get it back to how this is supposed to operate. Also worth noting, the LED light beams that go around the perimeter of this door look so good, and they have a dimmer switch on them as well. So you can really get a unique lighting experience in here. Almost all the lighting, if not all of the lighting, has dimmer switches throughout this fifth wheel, but you can see that little lever right there to dim the lights. Sound controls here. You even have a panel here to control different functions of your fifth wheel RV back here in the garage. That is not typical. And then the control here for the bed lift is right here. So push that button and these will go back up. So that is how that goes up there. Really nice looking garage floor. They're gonna be real easy to clean. And then if you want to make this more of a residential style space, I know a lot of people put rugs back in this space and things of that nature if they're using this as a bedroom or an office or something along those lines. Even back through your garage, all of your windows are wood framed. You have the same window design as the whole rest of the RV, where you'll have that bug screen and privacy shade. That's not standard in fifth wheel toy haulers, where most fifth wheel toy haulers I look at have a different shade system back in the garage that's a little bit less expensive. Not in the Brinkley, not what they do on these models. Come back out to the patio. You have your patio set up here, rated for 1,500 pounds in the patio position, 3,000 pounds in the ramp position. You have the nice white doors here for your patio that look really good. Speakers outside here and here that are going to give you an awesome audio experience out in your patio to hang out. Awning that comes off of this side, and backup camera that can also be used as a security camera. Pull latch here allows you to open and close this garage from inside of the garage space, or open the patio from inside the garage space. And then you have this additional storage space here, where this is a nice heavy, guessing a steel door there that is strut assisted. Oh, and look at that. There is your outlet right there. For this outlet's going to go, or this cable is going to go outside the RV to give you a plug outside on a retractable reel there. But that's going to be some additional storage here. Close that up. And then you have a half bath. Now this half bath is really cool. First of all, it can collapse down. So you see you have some latches here, latch there, that is going to allow this whole wall to actually swing and come flat against this space here if you need more space to load in toys. But if you want the half bath setup like it is now, check this out. First of all, you have a porcelain foot flush toilet, and look at this. Look at how nice this is, y'all. This is like a solid surface sink here that's just gonna run back down into this area where it will drain out. You have spots here for soaps. Everything can kind of stay in this position. We'll just flip up like that. And then you have your medicine cabinet up above. That's just dang cool. Vent fan here on the sidewall as well. And it's just such an interesting design for a half bath, unlike anything we've really seen before. So very curious your comments on that. You can see the hinges here, how this will just swing this way here and go flat up against this wall there if you need more space clearance. Nice big TV there. That looks to be about a 42-inch screen TV. Speakers in the ceiling, and then your AC in here, and your loft in the garage area there. So whoever's up in the loft can be hanging out with whoever else may be staying in this space back here as well. You have your entry door through here, also has the screen defender and the screenshot. And then you have, I think that's just about it, magnet latch here to catch the door so it doesn't slam into that. Nice little touch as well. And that's about everything in this garage space. You can see your heat is going to come right out of there for that space. Plus, again, you have the heat pump in the AC in the garage. Now, as we go up to the bathroom space, underneath your step, you have a pull-out sliding tray here that says Brinkley on it. They really go crazy with just the different elements of branding that they put into their RVs. See all your dimmer switches here for all your lights in this toy hauler. And then you have your touchscreen control panel here where you will get control of all those functions as well here with this touchscreen control panel. Nice big window in the hallway. You have a grab handle there, and then going into the bathroom. Everybody in 2024 had to copy Brinkley because they were the geniuses that figured out if you're shopping for an RV in the daytime and you see that it's bright in the shower because of the skylight, that light will be gone at the nighttime. So they put an LED light in the shower to make sure at night you still have light in the shower space. Looks really great. Plus it's a molded fiberglass one-piece shower with this wavy design to it. Goes all the way up to the ceiling, which is not always standard, and then has a really nice looking shower fixture here that we've seen in some other RVs, plus a nice drain system down here too that looks really nice and well thought out. Now, I'm about 6'3" with the boots that I have on right now, and when I step up into this space, one of the only RVs with this shower system where if I step forward, camera's in my eye position, it actually sits above my head. So I might only have to duck just a little bit to get underneath this shower head here. Plus there's a wand, plus there's these two shower heads there. So lots of different water options for you. And ceiling height in there has got to be good for at least like 6'8", 6'9". I mean, it is very tall in there. Does not feel tight whatsoever. Storage is absolutely crazy as well. Look at this. I mean, that just goes absolutely stupid with the amount of space that you get for storage. We love that. Did not cheap out on the vent fan, so you got a max air vent fan there. Trash can here. And then you have a porcelain foot flush toilet with your toilet paper holder there that is on magnets holding it to the wall. You have gold towel hooks. You're going to have a sink here with enough room to put your hands in there, no problem. The medicine cabinet is recessed, so it sits back a little bit. And then you have your storage space through there. Nice lighting in here as well. You can see there's 3 lights here. So that's going to give you a little bit better lighting when you're standing in front of the mirror for just seeing yourself and not giving you weird shadows on your face. I would show you myself, but gosh, it is humid out here in Florida and I am dripping sweat out here, y'all. I need to take this jacket off because it is so humid out here. It's ridiculous. It's snowing back home in Dallas and I'd really rather be there right now. Not gonna lie. Down underneath here, looks like you have, that looks like your tankless on-demand water heater controls. See those brass fittings that you have on the water lines there? That is not standard. Most RVs are using plastic fittings. In fact, I think every other fifth wheel RV is using plastic fittings for those elbow joints in the water lines where you get brass fittings from Brinkley. Storage underneath there, adjustable shelving, and then 4 pull-out drawers here as well. Outlet there, and a max air vent fan in the bathroom. So they didn't cheap out and give you a cheap fan, you got the expensive one. Your door here is sitting in between the 2 walls and will close just like so, latch close, and then you have to push this down to open it. And as we go back into the bedroom, if you've seen other Brinkley videos, this is essentially the same thing as other Brinkley toy haulers. You have a king size bed. This is a 9-inch thick mattress. Really, really nice. You have 4 drawers that pull out underneath here. So you can see how these drawers will open up underneath the bed. You're gonna have additional storage underneath the bed. Plus it will come with all of the bedding and the pillows. So you will have everything that you see here. It will come with that. You have curtains on the windows. You have shelves over the windows. Really nice looking, kind of like, you know, residential lighting there, plus a window over the bed. You have a bookshelf here, just a place for storage. You have, let's see what this is. Okay, that's for your motion activated light down underneath here. That's cool. So you have that light there. You have outlets down underneath there as well. And it does have USB and USB type C connections under there too. Gotta crawl under there to see that real quick. And then closet is amazing. I love that they're doing the LED light in the closing rod there. It looks really, really clean. You can also hang a cordless vacuum there if you would like. You have outlet down there, and you have all this shelving along this side with a shelf along the top as well. Washer dryer, if you want it, will go in this space. I know a lot of people are going to say at the price point it should come with a washer dryer. The reason they do not is because not everybody wants a washer dryer. So they're not going to force somebody to pay for something they don't necessarily want, because some people will prefer to have this additional storage space over the washer dryer, which would mean if they wanted to buy this RV and wanted the storage space, they would still have to pay for the washer dryer, then take it out, which is why they do it the opposite way. So you can get it installed if you want the washer dryer. More additional storage here. And then of course, you have to have some hidden storage. So you have the TV already installed. It's nicely framed out as well, so it gives a nice finished look. And then this here, I tried to do this without messing anything up. Did it. Open this up and you got hidden storage back behind there. Outlet on this side. Close that up and then you have 3 smaller drawers and 4 bigger drawers for all that additional storage. Nice floor space in this area. It's not too bad at all. It's a little narrow on both sides of the bed because of the king size bed there. On both sides of the bed, also USB and USB type C connections in the corners. Also should be noted. Ceiling height in here has got to be about 6'7", maybe 6'8", so pretty good in here. And then finally, you have some hooks back behind here that you can hang things on back behind your door, and there is a magnet that catches the door so that it doesn't hit the sidewall. And that's pretty much everything on the inside. So if you don't care about the outside stuff, let me know down below in the comments before you leave what you think about this new Brinkley Model G 3950 toy hauler. I would love to know your thoughts, what you like, what you don't like, or just your overall opinion, or just say, you know, thanks for the effort I put in to deliver this video for y'all. So any comments down there would be appreciated. I definitely check them and would love to hear your thoughts. Now let's head outside, get out of the heat of this toy hauler, and take a look at some additional things that are out here. So as we come outside, and let's go to the other side now, you're going to have this power cord here. Now this is locked, but you're going to have a retractable power cord here that will pull out. So you'll have essentially like an extension cable on a retractable reel right there. Really nice metal gate here with this system here for the patio. And as we come along this way, this is going to come with the Lippert retractable ladder. So there's no ladder on the side here, but the Lippert retractable ladder will connect into that space. Should be about 800 watts of solar on the roof plus the 3 ACs. And then underneath this area, this is going to be locked as well, but you're going to have 60 gallons of fuel capacity and an air compressor. The air compressor is also going to have a retractable hose that is set up in that space where you can pull it out and then retract it back in. And that retractable hose, if it's still correct, they said that that hose should be long enough to even reach the tires on your truck. So if you need to air up tires on your truck, that hose should be long enough to reach that. Hopefully that is still accurate and correct. Going to have a spot underneath here to store your sewer hose. You can see your gas tanks down underneath there, LED lights underneath this space. And then that is going to be a black and gray tank dump valve for the half bath here in the back. Spare tires down underneath there as well. And then as we come this way, you're going to have another dump valve right there. So all your black and gray tanks for the bathroom and kitchen there. As we come over here, you have a power cord reel, the Moride sliding tray. So this tray, let's open this up. Have a little latch there. This is where your Lippert retractable ladder is stored, as well as your ladder, or not your ladder, your steps for the patio. So great designated spot for that. It's also nice how your power cord is back through here in your power cord reel. So this can also help prevent theft, because this is going to plug in behind this storage door right there, and then it can run down through this spot just like it is right now. So no one can really steal it. So that's nice as well, because those power cords are not cheap. So that is a really nice thing that they did there to help prevent theft on that. You have the Nautilus water management system through here, outlets through here, electric tank valves here, so you don't have to pull like a actual physical valve. Those will be electric valves that will open up your tanks. And then a nice little touch too, if you have actually RV'd before, it's very possible you might have opened up the cap on your drain there and didn't know that one of your valves was actually creeping open, and one of your valves allowed some water that may have had some substances in it that might be brown in color, and the valve or the cover was black, so you weren't able to see that it was there. So they gave you clear covers there, so that way you know if you open that, if there's something behind there, you can know what to expect and you're not just surprised with fluids flowing out of there. So nice little touch with that. Retractable water hose here for your water connection. So that's another nice thing where this will retract back into that space on its own. So it kind of works like so. Comes out like this, locks in this place, then you just pull it back like that and it will go back in. Plus that's going to allow gravity to force all the water out as it's retracting back in. So by the time it's retracted all the way in, all the water will have ran out of it. Another storage slide out tray underneath this area right here, and then back through this area you have your 30 pound propane bottle right there. It is big enough to fit a 40 pound bottle though, and you'll have a spot for another 30 pound or 40 pound bottle on the other side. Underneath your slide out box, you have lights underneath here as well. Really solid underneath here also. And that is just about everything, y'all. So I know there may have been a thing or two that I might have missed, but if there is, just let me know down below in the comments. If there's questions you have, let me know down below in the comments. And that's all I got for y'all. So let me know what you think, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts. And until next time, live firmly unbound.